Love Letter is a small box card game originally released in May 2012 in Japan and designed by Seiji Kanai. The goal is to woo the princess with the help of her court and family and hopefully earn her favor and love. To set up, a deck of cards representing the princess and her court, consisting of 16 cards in total, is shuffled and then one card is set aside without viewing it. Each player is then dealt one card. The player who most recently wrote a letter by hand takes the first turn of the first round. Love Letter is played over a variable number of rounds. During each round, the starting player will have the first turn. Each turn starts with the active player drawing a card from the deck and then choosing one of their two cards to play face up in front of themselves. Each card has a name at the top, a power value from 1 to 9 to the left of that, and the description of its abilities at the bottom. After the selected card is played and the ability is resolved, play continues to the next person in clockwise order. Turns continue until either there are no more cards to draw from the deck at the end of any player's turn, or all but one of the players has been knocked out of the round. Knockouts are caused by the effects of most of the cards. For example, the guard, power value 1, requires the active player to choose another player and name a card other than guard. If the chosen player has the named card in their hand, they have been caught by the guard and are knocked out of the game. Some cards allow you to see another player's card, while others allow you to avoid being targeted by other cards. The goal, of course, is to either be the last person in the round or to have the highest value card at the end of the round. The winner of the round receives a favor token, and then a new round is set up as before, with the new starting player being the previous round's winner. Rounds are played until one player has received a set number of favor tokens, usually 4 in a 4-player game, at which time that player wins. Love Letter is a game of deduction and bluffing that is, at its core, one of the quickest, simplest, and most rewarding social deduction games out there. It is easily one of my favorite games of all time, and I cannot count the number of plays of it I've had across numerous platforms such as Tabletop Simulator, Steam, mobile app, and of course, in-person, cards in hand. It's also probably the game I've introduced to more people than any other, including family, castmates, and random people at parties. Yeah, I'm that guy at parties. It has been adapted many times over, with versions and variations such as Love Letter Adventure Time, Infinity Gauntlet, a Love Letter game, Jabba's Palace, a Love Letter game, Love Letter Batman, and even Love Craft Letter. Not to mention unofficial versions, Japanese versions, and homebrewed versions, including one I've created myself. It requires neither a large investment of time or energy to set up and play, and never, to me at least, feels unfair or out of balance. I'm sure it's not everyone's preference, but if you ever want to play it with me, you can rest assured, I'm always game.